Hey guys, so it's Monday morning and I have a few things on my mind that I'd like to share with you. I had an amazing weekend. I went to Indianapolis on a business trip and while I was gone this weekend, I of course enjoyed my weekend with the company that I was with, and we went out to dinner and had a few drinks and really had a great time. Then when I got back this morning, I had a couple of messages from some people in the group that, hey Lori, I fell off this weekend. I really messed up. What do I do? Do I start the detox week all over again, or what's the next step? So here's the deal. I just want for everybody to understand that life is gonna happen. I had an amazing time with some friends this weekend, and we went out and we had some sushi, and I had a couple glasses of wine, and then on the way home, we stopped at Panera Bread and had a sandwich, and then I got up this morning, and right when I got up this morning, I had my plan for the day. I had my egg whites this morning. I've got my shake right now. I know what my plan is for the rest of the day. So, when you're looking at it on a big scale, you're having 35 meals a week. And if you were to hit 50% of them, you're still going to be doing better than what you were if the thought never even crossed your mind. Now imagine if you hit 80% of them, 90% of them. So here's the deal. If you mess up, don't worry about it. The beautiful thing about blood sugar is that really it's all based on that individual meal. Like every meal that you hit spot on really is rocking your plan. So if you're hitting it 80% of the time, you're moving forward, you're reaching your goals. So don't let that get in your head. Don't drop the ball and just throw everything that you've done away just because you messed up one or two meals and really enjoyed some friends and some family and some good times. That's part of life. That's what's making us stay grounded and not feel so deprived. So here's the deal. It's really important that you figure out what is your why. Why are you doing this? Why is it so important for you to be healthier, to be in shape, to be physically able to keep up with your kids? Or is it because you have family history of heart disease or diabetes, and you don't want that for your life? It doesn't mean because you want to be healthy that you want to stop living and having fun. So, figure out what your why is, because here's the deal. That is your inspiration. And the difference between inspiration and motivation is really just a moment of putting that oxygen tape on. I'm motivated for this moment. But inspiration is what's going to keep you going. When you're not so motivated, you think about what's inspiring you to do this. Is it your kids that you want to see them grow up and see your grandchildren? What is your inspiration? And then you figure out how you're going to get motivated to do it. So, I just wanted to take a moment of that, because I know how people fall off and then they beat themselves up and they feel like, man, I can't do this. You can do this. It's just a moment that you had fun and that life showed up. So, figure out what your why is, write it down, and anytime you feel like you're losing your motivation, go back to your inspiration and then figure out how you're going to get motivated to do this. That's why I have this group, and I would love if y'all would start sharing a little more of how your journey's going and, start motivating each other, because I'm like everybody else. I'm living life, and I don't, feel that I am your one and true only plug into your fitness or to your health. We have to depend on each other when times are tough and we feel like we can't do this. Reach out to a friend, reach out to me. I'll help you get motivated, but you have to figure out what's inspiring you to do this. And I love you guys. I just wanted to share a brief few things with you this morning, and hopefully we'll get this thing rocking this week and you'll have an amazing week. And let's set some goals. Is it 5 pounds you want to lose this week? Is it that you want to hit, 4 or 5 really good days of exercise? Take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and we can do this. I love y'all with all my heart. Have a great day.